These are 10 pro tips to improve your Fortnite drop. 20 to 30% of the lobby dies off spawn. So here are 10 pro tips that can help you get your first win or your 100th win. We're going to be going over the best locations for loot and survival, how to make the most out of your glider drop, tips for quick farming, and finally, strategies to outsmart opponents right after landing. Stick around to the end for some tips that can really improve your Fortnite gameplay and make sure that you're landing like a pro in 2024. First, we're going to cover the best locations for loot and survival. Number 10. Small locations can be good because they have low competition, but there's also less loot at these spots. Here are a couple spots that I like to drop at that can be easy ways to get an early game advantage. There's a weather station that's northwest of Castle Doom. It's very low competition, good loot, and a good rotation, and this is probably one of the safest options. My second option for this is a house that is south of Doom. You probably know it by now, but it's a great drop because it has great loot, low competition, and a great rotate. Number 9. Now, if you think you can handle just dropping straight into a big POI, here are the best POIs to drop at this season. The first one I'd have to say is the Raft. It has the most chest spawns out of any POI this season. Not to mention that it has a great medallion, so it really is just a great drop. The only con for these big ones though is that you do have a lot of competition, so you do have to be careful when going to these. Next up is Doom's Castle. This also has a lot of chest spawns and a good medallion as well. Now that I've covered where to drop, I'm going to tell you how to make the most out of your glider drop. Number 7. All you want to do is go ahead and mark where you're going to drop. You're going to let the bus carry you until you're about 1,000 meters above your drop. That is when you're going to drop. That will allow you to get down as quickly as possible without accidentally dropping too low or too late. Next, when you're dropping down, you want to aim for low places. Basically, aim for lakes or the ground or just the lowest point you can because your glider automatically deploys at about 30 meters, so you want to aim for the lowest place so you can get down a lot quicker. Number 6. Look for faster routes to get to the ground, such as a launch pad, hills, or even roofs. If you can land on these, that is definitely an advantage because if you hit a launch pad, you can get down much quicker than just dropping straight down. If you hit a hill, then you can easily slide down quicker. Obviously, you want to do this after you've deployed your glider at the lowest point. If you use this correctly, then this tip can definitely help you out. Before we get into the best tips that can really improve your gameplay, I'm going to go ahead and go over some tips for quick farming. Number 5. Look for quick mats, such as trees, pallets, fences, or rock. You should probably try to get to about 100 mats as quick as you can. So try and farm some trees or some rocks really quickly and just get that 100 mats because that could be a really big advantage in early game encounters. Number 4. Try to land on a chest for quick mats. Now, landing on a weapon isn't bad, but if you can land on a chest, that's even better because chests drop you 30 materials, which is 3 builds. Those 30 mats could mean a difference between a victory royale and a trip back to the lobby. And yes, that does sound a little cheesy, but it is true. Alright, we're almost there. The top 3 tips are going to be some tips that can really improve your Fortnite gameplay. But before we get to those, if you've been enjoying the video and you don't want to miss any Fortnite tips, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It would really help me out a lot. Number 3. Play aggressively if you have weapon advantage. Let's say you land on a chest and you get an AR. If you heard someone land next to you and you don't think they have a weapon yet, that would be a good time to push them before they can get any weapons. You have to be very careful when using this strategy because if the other player does have a weapon, then you could be in trouble. Number 2. Third-party fights. Going back to that last tip, you want to try and avoid 1v1s in populated areas if you can. Instead, third-party. And if you third-party, you may catch people while they're weak, and you could get some easy materials and loot. If you third-party before you're prepared, then this could also be dangerous. Alright, number 1. The best tip I could possibly give you to improve your Fortnite drop. But before we get to it, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to smack the like button. Alright, here we are. This is the best tip I can give you. Learn your drop, and I can't stress this enough. Learning 2 to 3 drops could give you a huge advantage on getting chests and loot really quickly. What I mean by that is drop in a POI a couple times and learn the POI. Once you've done that, you want to figure out the best way to get loot early on. A really important rule for this one is always learn the chest spawns and base your path off that. This is a tip that pros use all the time in tournaments. They pick their drop, they learn it, they learn all the chest spawns, and they find the best route to get all the loot early on. I guarantee you, you can go watch any FNCS and see that all the pros have their drop spot planned out. I can't stress this one enough, and if you learn this one, then your gameplay could be taken to the next level. I know personally that these tips have helped me out, and I hope they can help you guys too. Let me know if I missed anything or what you thought of the video down below. That's 10 pro tips to improve your Fortnite drop. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.